and I say it about 5 times a day, 5 brand new calls a day. You're in good shape, don't do anything. You're in good shape, don't do anything. I say it every day, all the time. And when it does make sense, I'm going to tell you that it makes sense. So if you want to get on the calendar, give us a call. My cousin, I'm so sorry. I'm losing it. My brother Matt's answering the phone. The call service is answering the phone when he's not. They'll get you scheduled. They'll get you on the calendar, and you can talk to me. You guys want to talk to Heidi, you like her better, ask for Heidi. He'll get you on her calendar. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844-WE-LEND for you, LEND, and the number 4. You guys want to get that phone app, you want to play with the numbers, and you want to know whether it's a good time to do it or not, download the phone app. The calculators are amazing. Text the word MOM to 36260. That's 36260. Text the word MOM. You'll get the link to our phone app. You can save that to your home screen, and you can start running all kinds of calculators. You can watch us Wednesdays live at 5 right on YouTube. You can watch us on Facebook. You can put your questions in the feed. You can get us to answer those. We'll have Matt read them out loud for us, and we'll make sure that we're getting you all of the information that you need. She's the mortgage mom. This is Debbie Marcoux, the mortgage mom. Hey, did you refinance maybe 6 months ago, 8, a year? And we all thought interest rates were so great. They were lower than they had been in quite some time. Well, guess what? They're even lower today. Give me a call. It's 844-935-3634. Let's talk one-on-one, and let's see if a new refinance is something that you should consider. Maybe it's not. I'm a straight shooter, and I'm going to let you know. It's 844-935-3634. Give me a call, and let's see what we can do. She's the mortgage mom. She can get things done when you're in need and don't know where to go. Pick up the phone and call Mom. Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, California NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Texas and Tennessee 184373, Arizona 0941504, and Nevada 57237.
Do you own your home? Have you considered what could happen to your home if something happened to you and your family had to go through the dreaded probate process? Hello, I am the estate planning mom, and my name is Krista Hermance. I am an estate planning attorney at Hermance Law. If you own your home and something happened to you, depending on how title is held, your family may have to go through probate court. Probate in California can take an average of 12 months to 2 years to complete. It is very expensive and public. A will, while it states how you want your stuff distributed, doesn't actually avoid probate. It just guarantees it. If you want to avoid probate, a trust might be your best option, and we can help you figure that out. We have offices in Ventura, Westlake Village, Santa Clarita, and work with clients virtually throughout California. For information, text WILL to 474747. Again, text WILL to 474747.
This attorney advertising is intended for general information only, not intended to be legal advice, nor does it create an attorney-client relationship. Attorneys at Hermance Law are licensed to practice law in California only. You should seek advice from a legal professional licensed in your state. Hermance Law is located in Ventura, California, and can be reached at 805-518-9633. She's a mortgage mom.
So is there anything else, Heidi, that you want to touch on today?
It's been such a crazy week and so busy with everything. I will tell you, so I've had a couple of our current borrowers that called and they're nervous, right? And they're nervous to call us and ask a bunch of questions. I just want to tell everyone out there, we are happy to answer your questions. You don't have to be nervous to call us and ask us questions or think they're dumb questions or stupid questions or you ask them again and again. We get it. This is not what you do for a living. And that's what Debbie and I are here for. So we, so many times I feel like they're my friends at the end of it, right? We talk all the time. No question is a dumb question. Please don't feel like you're going to irritate us. This is our job. We're happy to help you. We are not that customer service line that you called that is annoyed because they had to answer the phone. I know those people. I have called those people. That is us. So please,
right.
And I say it because I always feel so bad when someone's like, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. We are so happy to do it. This is why we do our job. We want to help people get in the best financial position they can, get in the home that they want, get, stuff paid off with their refinance, whatever it is that their goal is, we want to help them get there. So, it's just, that's been most of my week.
Yeah.
Is getting these phone calls and walking through and getting them to the end. And I love it. That's what, my passion is.
Right.
So please call us. If you've been maybe not had the best experience, give us a try. We're happy to help. We're happy to take the calls and walk you through any questions or concerns you have.
No, Heidi, I think that is great. I'm so happy that you did bring that up because we do get that all the time. I get a lot of people that say, I'm so sorry to bother you. You're not bothering us. You are our client. You are part of our family. You're part of the Mortgage Mom world. At that point, we're doing the very best that we can to make sure that you're being taken care of. We're running at 100 miles an hour. If you don't feel like something has been answered, please reach out. It's not offensive. We want you to feel taken care of. If you don't feel like you've heard from us enough, say something, please. We want to make sure that you feel that you've been taken care of. So that is very, very important to us. Customer service is very important. Obviously we want to help as many people as we can. We want to get as many loans done as we can. We want to get them all closed in, a 30-day time frame, which, to be honest with you, we've been rolling right about there. I mean, we really have. And, we're going to ask you for a lot of paperwork, a lot. But we're going to do it all up front so that the file goes in, it comes out extremely clean. Hopefully, if all we're waiting on is an appraisal to come through the door. And even those are taking a little bit of time. The appraisers are just as busy as everybody else. But, if there's a time frame that goes by, a week or two, that you haven't heard from us, don't worry. Because for us, if you don't hear from us, you're great. You're solid. You're getting all of those emails all of the time. Loans approved, your application's been submitted, your appraisal just came in. If you have a question, reach out and ask. We're trying to make sure that you guys are getting all of the communication that we can. But if you don't hear from us and you just want to check in, please do that. Please do that. It doesn't bother us at all, and it makes us feel good.
Yeah, and we are human. I mean, the other day I got another email saying, hey, are you going to answer my other question? And I was like, I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry. If you ask me right now, I can answer it. And they asked me, and I was like, oh, okay, let me answer it right now. We do miss things.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us another email. It is definitely not intentional, but we are human, and we're really busy, and we are doing the best we can to service every person as if they were the only person. So please pick up the phone. Never apologize for calling. Never apologize for asking. We do spend as much time as needed with each person. So.
All right. So what do you guys do? You give us a call. It's 844-935-3634. That's 844-WE-LEND-FOR-YOU, LEND, and the number 4. Give us a call. Get on my calendar. Schedule an appointment. Let's talk. Let's figure out what you've got going on. Let's do that blended rate calculator. Haven't talked about that thing in a while, but it came up the other day, just I think yesterday, and it was something that worked out really well for that client to be able to understand. And so let's do that together. It's really important for you to see where things are at. And we'll talk about the blended rate calculator, on maybe next week's show. We've talked about it numerous shows before. You guys can literally go to our podcast and search blended rate calculator. You will find an episode that talks about it. It's great. It shows you what the blended rate is of all of the debts that you're, paying on, whether that's your home, your cars, your credit cards. It gives you an idea of what you're paying in total overall on all of those things. And then that will determine whether or not refinancing at where a cash out interest rate would be, whether that makes sense. But we really get into it in detail. So go to the podcast, listen to those. There's tons of information. Again, just look for blended rate calculator and you'll find it. Speaking of podcasts, we haven't talked about that in a while. So anybody that does like to listen to podcasts, we do have our podcast, and you guys can listen to us, and we put the show out weekly. So go ahead and check us out. Anywhere you like to listen to podcasts, you can find us. It's Mortgage Mom Radio. Everything is Mortgage Mom Radio everywhere. So if you want to find us, go ahead and find us. You can listen to us on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher, and anywhere at all that you like to find your podcast. So one other thing that I did want to bring up, and as I was thinking about it, we were talking about, interest rates still being good, and we were talking about saving, people money, and we were talking about interest rates, and it kind of came flooding back, and I know that we kind of sort of talked about it last week, but I don't know that we did. So I want to talk about locking your interest rate, because I have had so many phone calls over the last 2 weeks that I can't even count, like, on two hands. I mean, it's probably been 15 to 20 phone calls that I've received. And those phone calls that are coming in are from clients that are shopping, which is great. They should be shopping. They should be finding out who's got the best interest rates for them. But then they're coming back to me later where it's already too late. Interest rates were lower, now rates are a little higher. And they're telling me that they went with the other lender because the other lender offered them a better interest rate. And then realize that they weren't locked in. If your lender cannot lock you in when your application is complete, then you need to think about calling somebody else. How in the world can you go through a transaction without locking in? Now, we have a lot of clients that don't lock in. They're waiting for a better rate. It doesn't make sense for them to do it yet, but they think rates are coming down. So they want to get a jump start on it. They want to get that loan application in. They want to get that appraisal done. They want to get to that point of the process that all we've got to do is hit a button and they can go ahead and move forward and close up their loan. That's okay. And that is a conversation that we'll have one-on-one with each individual person as to whether or not that's something that they should get started and they should do or they shouldn't. But if you hear an interest rate, you need to ask, are you locking me today? Because there are many, many lenders right now that are not locking interest rates until you're either cleared to close, which is a long time down the road, or until your appraisal has actually been received, which can be 2-3 weeks down the road. Remember, interest rates change daily, and not only do they change daily, but sometimes they change 2 times, 3 times, 4 times in a day. Up, down, up, down. They're bouncing around all over the place right now, like a drunk person in a car. Ooh. Okay, so you've got to ask. We are locking clients in that have completed an application. When I say completed an application, they have done their application, they have submitted their documentation. Either me or Heidi have reviewed it. We know that we have a real loan to submit to underwriting. We have sent them their loan disclosures, and they have signed those disclosures. As soon as they have done those pieces, we can lock you in. So we're talking about a day or 2 that it's going to take to get through that process versus waiting for an appraisal to come in that could be a week to 2 weeks versus waiting until your loan is almost cleared to close, which could be 30 to 45 days. There is a very large difference. So I just want to point that out. Anybody that is out shopping, when you are shopping, make sure that you are asking, can I lock this rate today? Oh, okay, I can't. When can I? If they cannot lock that interest rate in for you, and it's not going to be just a couple of days, you might want to rethink whether that's the lender that you're going to go through. Do you have anything to add to that, Heidi? Did I hit it all?
Yeah, I think you did. And we have had a couple clients that have been very upset, thinking